good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever one applies to you. I am RJ Williams, Director of Operations for the Green Crystal Technologies Global Cooperative Marketplace. I thank each and every member for being a part of this effort, and I thank you for watching this video presentation. Wanted to go ahead and continue our base camp instructional videos. And so we'll continue on just to go ahead and remind you that Basecamp is a project management and engagement platform that will provide you as a member one place to initiate, contract, and track all transactions in progress from stage to stage and in real time. This particular video is going to go ahead and continue on with the ability or the ease to which we're able to track any transaction that's pertinent to us in progress. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. As always, we like to say, when you go ahead and log into basecamp.com and you look in the upper right hand corner, click on the sign in tab and you'll be able to just simply enter your email address and your password you created at the time we invited you to Basecamp. And once you do that and click the button, it will take you to this dashboard here. And let's go ahead, pertinent to this particular instructional video, let's take you back into the sample transaction that we made for purposes of this instruction. And so if you remember in the last video, we took you through where you can go and take a bird's eye view of the progress of the transaction, okay? And so along with being able to track a transaction in that way, buyers and especially for sellers, they will also be able to utilize of the documents and files section to be able to track this progress in the transaction. Okay. And the way that you do that is simply click into the doc and file section and we'll let you know what this is being purposed for. If you remember the materials marketplace and remember the video about the documents and file section in the material marketplace, you know that within that doc and file section, you had the request for proposal form, and you also had the form that requests a buyer seller contract be drawn up. Okay. In this particular section, when you are tracking your transactions, this is what you're going to see in the docs and files section. You're going to have the buyer and seller agreement that was executed and signed by the buyers and sellers and brokers and your administrative team here at GKT. We're going to go ahead and separate the closing disclosure out of that buyer seller agreement, and we're going to just have it there for you to have quick reference to it, okay, on either side. All right. Any Zoom meetings that happened within this particular or pertinent to this transaction, or any particular transaction, you'll have a file that will have those recordings in there if you need to go back to them for any particular reason. And then finally, you'll have a forms section, okay? And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and click in here. Like I said, we're going to try to have all these forms in digital form to where you can simply click on the link, fill out the form, click submit, and the data and information securely gets over to administration, okay? The first example, and the only one I've actually digitalized in that way, is a change management form. That's one of the forms that's going to be available in this miscellaneous forms file. Okay, so we click into it. Here's the notes. This digital form has been created for suppliers and sellers and buyers to report any updates, issues, and challenges that may take place during a process of a transaction that will require adjustments be made to the terms of the agreement's closing disclosure and the mutual understanding of its itemized contents. Simply click on the View File button and fill out the form. The form is submitted electronically to GKT administration, who will contact the buyer, seller, and broker to discuss next steps in resolving the issue. So basically, to access the form, should you need to fill it out, you go ahead and click on the view file, and it's actually a digital form. You just go in here and fill in the information in the boxes: name of buyer, name of seller, okay, who's the change requested by, okay, date of the change request, what's the description of the change, the reason the change is needed, the effect of the change to the schedule of deliverables, okay? What's the effect on the project cost and reduction in days and dollars? Okay, is there a reduction or an increase? Either way, how much time will be required to facilitate the changes? And you would simply fill out this form, and at the bottom of it, you just click submit. We get the information over to us, and then we go ahead and further information will be disseminated to you once we can get the parties together. Okay, so that's one form that's in here. The other form in here is simply the GKT payment information form. Okay, this particular form just gets your banking information and what have you. So, in the event for some reason I went to verify the banking information of the seller, you know, payments ready, you'll probably get an email from me just verifying one more time that your banking information is correct so that we are crediting the right account with the right information. If for some reason it's not correct, there's going to be a digital form in here to where you'll be able to just like this digital form for the change management form, give me that information, the corrected information. We'll go ahead and apply it and make sure that that payment gets out accurately. Okay, so that is pretty much that for this particular section, docs and files, within how you track a transaction. Okay. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to let me know. I definitely am available to you internationally wise as well. Contact information for me will be available all over this Basecamp site, and you may even find it in the YouTube comments under these videos, as all of these videos also are available on YouTube. We thank you so much for watching, and we hope you guys have a fantastic one.